Hello, friends, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to Learn with Eve. Today, we will be learning about Modern Family, an American TV show which some of you may already know. 3 different families that are related in one way or another and are very different but share some similarities. I will be discussing some vocabulary and jokes along the way as well. In our first scene, we see Phil and Claire. They have 3 children. The eldest name is Haley. Claire admits something she is ashamed of and regrets doing when she was her daughter's age. Claire hopes Haley will not repeat her mistakes. Phil corrects Claire saying our job, which means he wants Claire to give him credit for being a good father. Claire doesn't feel that Phil helps with disciplining the children, so she sarcastically says, "Right, I do our job," meaning she does the job for both disciplining and raising the children. In scene 2, we meet Jay and Gloria. Jay is older than Gloria. She also has a son, Manny, from a previous marriage. However, we don't learn this until later in the episode. Gloria begins by saying that Jay is from the city and has a big business. She is from a small village and very poor but very beautiful. Gloria really wanted to say something positive. Gloria looks at Jay because she can't speak English very well, so she asks Jay to remind her of the word she is thinking of. However, Jay takes advantage of the situation and says murder, which is a joke. You can say Jay is a pessimist. A pessimist is someone who is thinking negative thoughts all the time. However, sometimes he feels sympathy, as we will see later in the show. In our third scene, we meet Mitchell and Cameron, 2 men who are in a serious relationship for 5 years and have decided to adopt a baby on their trip to Vietnam. Both of them wanted to ask a lesbian friend to have a baby for them, but then Cameron remarked sarcastically to the cameraman, "They are mean, and can you imagine one of them pregnant? No thank you, ick." In our fourth scene, we see Claire and Phil talking to their 2 younger children. Deal with this means to deal with a situation or a problem. Claire reminds Phil he has agreed to shoot his son with the BB gun. When Phil gave his son the gun, he thought that Claire was joking when he said that he would have to shoot him with the plastic BB gun. The son has some crocodile tears on his face, which means he is fake crying because he wants to get himself out of trouble. Phil and Claire have a busy schedule, so they have to figure out when they're going to have time to shoot his son. Phil responds to his son, "Sorry, dude, it's on the calendar," which means he will definitely shoot him with the BB gun later in the day. "Come on" is slang for a complaint, like, really? Like, do we really have to do this? In scene 5, Jay and Gloria are talking about Manny. He's declaring his love to a 16-year-old girl. Jay says, "I can smell the goo from here," remarking on Manny's hair gel. Gloria used an idiom, "You be the wind in his back, not the spit in his face." The meaning will be explained later in the last scene.
How are you?
This next scene is one of my
beautiful dress.
favorites.
Hi,
Gloria
thank
is
you,
greeted by
Phil.
Phil and compliments her on her dress. She tells him, "Thank you, Phil," and he misunderstands her, thinking that she means feel, like the word to touch, so he tries to touch her dress. Phil's name is a homophones to learn more, which means it sounds the same as another word, but has a different spelling and meaning. Scene 6 is Mitchell and the family talking. His father replies, "So that's the big announcement?" Meaning that he thinks Cameron left him, and Jay then says, "Your husband is a drama queen." The meaning of that is someone who likes to stand out and make a big show out of small problems or deals. What makes the next part funny is when Mitchell is defending Cameron's honor, Cameron comes out wearing a robe holding the baby. Tells the family that they adopted a baby and that her name is Lily. Cameron takes it the wrong way by thinking he wants him to stop being so dramatic and flamboyant. Mitchell tells Cameron that he is not talking about his character, but the music. The Circle of Life is playing in the background, which is funny because Disney's movie The Lion King also uses this song to present the baby lion cub to the Pride Lands. In scene 7, we see Jay being remorseful about what he said to Mitchell and Cameron. This scene is also funny because it's karma. What do I know? It's not like I wrote the book about fatherhood. Mitchell is Jay's son from his previous marriage, but he can't judge or be an authority figure about when he can adopt a baby. Jay also uses Gloria's idiom from earlier. To blow out your back means to injure someone's back. However, Gloria repeats the quote in Spanish. "I will be the breeze on your back, not the one who spits on your forehead."
Oh, it's beautiful. It's really nice. Thank you.
We are from different worlds, but somehow we fit together. We are different, but we can live side by side. Love is what binds us. Love makes us feel close to one another and keeps people together. Through fair or stormy weather, no matter what happens in life, good or bad, your loved ones will be by your side. Agenda: to come to an understanding or goal. It can also mean a list of things to do. Thank you so much for watching. That's the end of our video today. If you have any other questions, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will be making more videos just like this.